Hey everyone, it is AJ here, and I really wish I had a different username than Musicalist1 because, it sounds like I'd have like a music channel instead of a book channel, and obviously that's not true, but I'm not sure how to change it. If you guys do know how to change it, please tell me. That'd be really helpful. Anyway, today I am doing a video on my top 14 book series, and this is kind of like an all-time top 14 so far in my life, which obviously hasn't been that long. And, since it's 2014, I thought I'd do my top 14, and then next year, I do my top 15. And I promise you, they won't always be the same, because I read lots of series every year, so it will keep changing a lot. And the only ones I'll probably stay are, my top ones, just because I love those ones so much, obviously. Maybe, 5 or 6 on or so. So, yes, I'm excited to do this. And, by the way, I have not read Harry Potter, Mortal Instruments, or Twilight, so don't expect these to be on here, and I'm on the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series, so I haven't gotten that far, so I decided not to put that on there, even though I'm really liking it so far. And books that I read, more than 3 years ago, like A Series of Unfortunate Events or Little House on the Prairie, I like them, but I don't remember them enough to really compare to the more recent ones I read, so they won't be on here either. They might be in future videos if I reread some of them or something like that. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to start at 14 and go to 1s, and, obviously this is, in order. I figured out in my brain, which I like more than others. Anyway, at number 14, I have the Michael Vey series. This has the first 2 books in it, and it was only $10, so if you want to check it out, do this. And this is the third one, which is my favorite so far. I haven't read the 4th one yet, and I'm going to next year. I'm going to buy it and read it and all that good stuff, and this one is actually the reason why I want to actually keep going, because I read this one, and I didn't really care for it that much. I thought the first one was better than the second one, it didn't help for me, but finally I saw this at a book fair, and I'm just like, I should finally just pick this up and read it, and I did. So I'm happy I did. It's at number 14, and yeah. Oh, and it is by Richard Paul Evans, by the way, you could probably see that down here. At number 13, I have The Hybrid Chronicles by Kat Zing. I haven't read the third one yet, which came out this year, and it's called Echoes of Us. But since there's only 3 books and I read 2 of them, I figured I've read enough to actually put on this list. But maybe next year it'll be higher on the list, or I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, but it's really interesting and good, and it's not very popular. Not many people have read it. So check this out, you guys. See if you like it. It's not for everyone, but you might like it. So, yeah. So, as I'm going through this list here, I realize I forgot to put a number 12, and I feel like such an idiot, obviously. So, I'm just gonna slip in a series of unfortunate events, because even though I haven't read it in years, it was, such a good series. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I think I read it in, 5th grade, or 6th grade, or before that. So yeah, it's been a while, but it always kept my attention, and I really liked the 13th book, which was the last one, and yeah, it's a long series, but the books aren't that long, because technically they're for children. Anyway, yeah, those are by Lemony Snicket. I actually have a bookmark from him that I got for free at a book fair. It's in the Son of Neptune book right now that I'm reading, and yeah, never trust anyone who has not brought a book with them. It's really cool. So, yeah, that's my number 12, I guess. At number 11, I have a book series that I just finished, which is the Chaos Walking Trilogy by Patrick Ness, and there were some things I struggled with this series, but overall it was really decent, and the last book especially, I was kind of addicted to it. I think that was my favorite. Second one, probably my least favorite, just because I guess it kind of slow pace sometimes. I kind of got annoyed when the 2 main characters just never saw each other, and yet they somehow kept a connection so well. It seemed kind of unrealistic, but overall really good, really exciting. If you're really into exciting stuff, if you like the Gone series by Michael Grant, you'll probably like this. At number 10, we have the I Am Number 4 series, also known as the Lorien Legacies, but I pretty much just call it the I Am Number 4 series. I've not read Revenge of Seven, and it's never come to my library, and I'm just dying right now. but I think I still remember a lot from Fall of Five. The 4 books I have read have been really good. Favorite is Rise of 9, which is so good. Power of 6 was also really amazing. Fall of 5, things got kind of dark, so yeah, and I'm Number 4 is just the least favorite just because it was most slow-paced. And something weird, I heard that the author Pittacus Lore, which is obviously a pen name, the actual original author just wrote the first book, but then he died, and then another like big fan continued the series for him. I heard that from a friend. I'm just like, what? Like, any of you read that out there and can confirm this? Or I still have to look it up. My gosh, but that seems really weird. But also, if that is true, imagine what it would have been like if the original author who wrote the first book, which was, the most boring, had kept writing the series. Just a thought to consider. At number 9, we finally have another book series I actually own, which is the Legend Trilogy. There you go, now you can see all 3 of them. It's a really addicting trilogy, by the way, especially Prodigy and probably Champion too. You just don't want to put it down. I think Prodigy is my favorite. It's a beautiful cover too. And yeah, I have this thing where like I have the first book in softcover for a lot of my books, and then I have like the other ones in hardcover. It's just because, they don't release softcovers till like almost a year after the hardcovers are out. And when you want to buy the book right away, you just have to get the hardcovers. So yeah. Anyway, good series. I recommend by Mary Lou. Whoop whoop. At number 8, we have the Gallagher Girls series, which I only have the 3 last books of, but I actually read all of them this year. I actually read these ones first. I know, kill me, and then I read the first 3 afterwards. So, I would recommend starting at the beginning, but I guess you don't have to, but I would still recommend it because everything makes more sense, trust me. And, again, soft covers than hardcover, This one came out, I think, 2013. So, yeah, this is really good, like, really good. And it's all really appropriate, so, like, for any ages, and it's exciting, and just, I love it so much. Thank you, Allie Carter. Thank you. I think United We Spy might be my favorite. I also really like Out of Sight and Out of Time. Things get kind of dark in this book. And the ones before, of course, they're amazing. So, yeah, read them. Like, if you haven't read them already, you should.